Let's bring up the current points table. Will the New Zealand management start sweating if Pakistan win this game against Bangladesh, which is going on right now? Because if they do, the gap is down to 2 points. And if they lose 3 in a row, guess who they're playing next? Pakistan.
I don't think they'll be sweating, but I think they have confidence in their own abilities, Diggy. It would be nice, if they had a bigger cushion, but it is what it is. They've played 6, they won 4, and they lost 1 by a very close margin. I think they're well placed. I think they have enough confidence in their own ability not to be sweating too much.
But ultimately, look at this points table. Results matter in the end. That's all that matters is the points column over here. Have we as broadcasters or you as pundit and other pundits, have we been guilty of sort of talking up New Zealand considering their only decent win was the game against England right at the start of the tournament? The other 3 teams they were expected to beat, but they've got some tough ones now. They've got India, Australia, Pakistan.
Yeah, they'll be. I mean, it'll be defined, but I think you'll find that they're good enough. They play some very disciplined cricket. But yeah, I guess they would prefer to be another win up at this stage, but so would everyone else, like Australia as well. So it'll be just an interesting last phase to this tournament, the second half. Already we've seen some really close matches, which is a reflection of the fight that everybody now realises they're in.
Because you also have that Champions Trophy coming up now.
Well,
that means 8 teams, if you include Pakistan, are in the hunt. So suddenly, there's an extra motivation for teams.
Yeah, hopefully Pakistan will be in that top 7. So they'll give another team can have a wild card coming in.
It's 7 teams plus Pakistan, who are the hosts.
Okay, right. If Pakistan is in the 7, then
Netherlands go through.
So the next best.
Yes.
Okay. Right. All right.
Okay, let's bring up Dav Whatmore's predicted New Zealand 11. I can see you've gone for Tim Southee over there with Lockie Ferguson, Iffy. And perhaps when you're talking about the New Zealand team's depth and their inner belief, it says a lot to have someone who was their captain until very recently, Tim Southee, sitting on the bench.
Yeah, and what a reserve to have to come and take the place of. So he'll be a welcome change, a seamless inclusion into that team. It brings a lot of experience, Diggy. And I've retained Jimmy Neesham simply because it's played at Pune, where overwhelmingly the majority of wickets taken at that ground is through pace. So there's a requirement to have 4 of them there. So Jimmy Neesham keeps his place, and he batted really well too. Nearly won the game for New Zealand last month in that run fest in Dharamshala. So, I think they've got a good combination.
Okay, let's talk about South Africa. Now, their reputation of being chokers precedes them, especially at all ICC events. So, how important was them to finally get a run chase under the belt, irrespective of how close it was? They won in the end.
Yeah, that's true. It is important for them. Important to win, but more importantly, when you're chasing. So, that was a good result for them. But they need to continue that, though. They need to win again chasing, and particularly in that semi-final, which I believe them to be in that last 4. If they can get in and win that semi-final, gee, it'll be...
Ahmedabad.
They might just replicate their rugby team.
Yes, that's extra motivation. This is your predicted South Africa 11. I see the only change you've made is Kagiso Rabada coming back because he was injured. Right. The beauty of this team, much like India, is that, yes, they've lost that 1 game, but the batters have been piling on the runs, and then these bowlers are good enough to defend it, and especially when you get scores in excess of 300.
That's right. So, but if they have to chase a team like New Zealand, could be also a test. But also, I've also got 4 pace bowlers in this group as well. So, they're a good battery of bowlers, and it'll be the battle of the quicks, I think. Yep. But, they got some very dangerous players in that middle as well, which, if they get going, could be embarrassing to New Zealand.
Okay. Since he spoke about those key players, let's bring up the key battles Dav Whatmore thinks are going to decide this game. Now, first up, he has gone with the find of the tournament, Rachin Ravindra, against South Africa's go-to man, Kagiso Rabada.
This boy Ravindra has really, been a wonderful youngster that's grown in stature for somebody so young at 20.
The find of the tournament, without a doubt.
Absolutely, so far, very, very good effort. He's proved, that he belongs, and he proves that he's going to have a long career. So he's going to come up against Rabada. Ravindra, of course, is a number 3 batsman, and Rabada generally is held back. So I think that middle battle will be really good. They would know. They would have done a lot of homework to try and get this guy out.
Okay. Battle number 2, he's gone for Daryl Mitchell of New Zealand, who got a big 100 against India.
Yeah.
And you've gone with him, you've pitted him against Keshav Maharaj.
That's
now,
right.
Maharaj won them the match with the bat. His form with the ball, nothing too great. In fact, we could bring up South Africa's top performers with the ball, and we'll know that Maharaj kept things tight, not got the wickets.
No, he's a senior player though. He's a senior player that takes the ball and he's generally on the spot, generally. And he's a number 4 player who's also got a 50, got a 100 and a 50, and he's in a pretty good nick at the moment. And they would want to seriously cut him out early because he can be very dangerous as well with the bat. But I think Maharaj will definitely have a role to play. Not just with Mitchell, but he's going to bowl his 10 overs. And much of that, I think, will be directed at Mitchell, trying to get him out, hitting it slightly across the line. If it turns a little bit, so be it.
Okay, now we're into the South African batters, and we have to start with a certain Quinton de Kock, top of the run charts. And
top of the run charts.
You've got him against Trent Bolt, who is not just New Zealand's veteran bowler. He's also, both of them are veterans of the T20 leagues around the world. So they've been facing each other a lot.
Yeah, they know it. Yeah, they know each other. And as you said, de Kock has had a wonderful series of games so far. Bolt just keeps running in. He just keeps going in, and his variations extend to that knuckleball, which he has perfected. And he's not scared to bowl it with a shine on it either. So he's going to come up with deliveries, absolutely trying to get him out early, because if he gets going, then he just
it's a big score.
Oh, absolutely. It just makes it so much easier for the batsman behind him. And what a load of batsmen you got coming here.
Yeah, and the batsman he's got coming in, we won't stop at 1. So let's play key battles 4 and 5 together. Number 4, Heinrich Klaasen against Mitchell Santner, New Zealand's go-to bowler, especially to contain. And battle number 5 is David Miller against Tim Southee, who we're expecting to return. Every team has very good finishers. The problem is that these guys have 5 and 6 who are destroyers. South Africa. That's the right way of putting it?
Well, that's right. It's akin to the naval fleet. They're a bunch of destroyers. They can absolutely make a mockery of the opposition. They're going at 10, 12 and over. In the last 10 overs, they can score 120, 130, which is that's just match-winning efforts. And Miller and Klaasen, very good. Southee I had in there as well. Now he's not just a containing bowler. He's, I think, 2 from top of the wicket-taking bowlers as well. So in his ability to maintain the run rate, he also picks up wickets. So again, good battles tomorrow. Very good battles.